Well, this is one I haven't put up on YouTube yet. Another one of my tractors. This is the homemade one that my friend and I built. Well, mostly a lot of my work. He donated the frame, the rear end, and had a Tecumseh 7-horse engine on it, but it really was messed up, wasn't running right, and didn't produce 7 horses whatsoever. It was like, wasn't even reaching its limit, so I guess that's a Tecumseh for you. But anyways, it's been changed a few times. It used to have those Wheelhorse fenders on it, and now it's got these fenders from a MTD on it with the shifter that looks like that. It's got the 1-speed transmission with all the variable speed pulley on it, so it came from one of them tractors. Wheelhorse belt guard. Frame has been extended. When I got this, it was like 3 feet longer than it should have been, so I cut it down and we welded it right there. Steering column was all changed and everything, but what I done to it is I put the crossbar on the bottom there, I put the fenders on, engine, that little bucket there full of ropes and whatnot and everything. So the engine is a Kohler 8-horse Magnum series. It was given to me from some guy down in Connecticut I was buying engines from. He just told me to take it. When I got it, it didn't have a head on it, and the engine was seized and the piston was all rusted up, so I had put it over in the shed there and just filled the head with some oil and let it sit for a couple months, and I knocked that free and bought brand new piston and rings for this, lapped in the valves, rebuilt the carburetor, and when I got it, didn't have the cowling on for the original Magnum, or the cowling that goes over the carburetor, the air cleaner, but luckily it did have the throttle linkage set up, so I still have that. Here's all your numbers. It does have a stator behind the flywheel for charging, so you can put it into a voltage regulator, I think. Actually, that might be it right there. I don't know, I haven't really looked into these engines too much. So, it's got a 3-speed rear end, high and low. And the rear wheels are from a Sears. This is what everything's from here. This bar down there is from my Panzer because we had to replace it. And kind of has a little bit of everything in it. This seat's from an MTD. So I had replaced the oil in the bottom of this, the rear end, about a year ago because it was really bad. You know, it's fairly clean now. It's a little milky, as you can see when I scraped it along the edge. You could probably use another change. Oil in the engine. That's in great shape. So, well, if I can, I guess we can take it around the yard for you, give it a little ride. So this is a cold start. Haven't started it within the last day or so. Oh, it's got a Wheelhorse throttle cable too. This is the kill switch. I haven't put a choke lever on it or a choke cable because I don't really see the need to. Just gotta make sure we're out of gear. Two poles. And it's also nice and quiet too. Runs great. It's in high range. Carburetor is kind of a little messed up. You know, it throbs a bit, but it'll do for now until I decide to put another one on possibly. We're in first. Throttle it up, you gotta push this in. Great running 8-horse. Love these Kohlers. They always run good. Cast iron series. letters on the side were done by cutting out cardboard, letters from cardboard with a razor knife, and then painting over them, and they're on the back too. Home on one side and made on the other. It works. So now we're in high third. This is the fastest gear it's got. Another thing about this tractor is it's got a really wide turning radius, but that's alright. There's my loader. Been sitting in the woods for a while, I haven't had a good place to put it, so yeah, that's what I mean by the carburetor being messed up. So I'll probably end up putting a different one on it. I had a different one on it and it ran great with the other one. Yeah. So this one will be going to the tractor show this year that I usually go to in August. So, yeah, there you have it. It's my homemade tractor.